Most people misunderstand discipline. They think it's a prison, a list of rules, a life with no fun, no freedom, no excitement. So they spend their days chasing whatever feels good in the moment. They sleep in, skip the workout, spend money they haven't earned, waste hours scrolling, avoid difficult conversations. And they call that freedom. But look closer. Are they really free? Or are they simply controlled by every impulse that crosses their mind? Listen carefully. The man who cannot control himself will eventually be controlled by something else. His habits, his addictions, his emotions, his excuses. That isn't freedom. That's slavery disguised as comfort. Imagine a soldier standing guard through the night. Everyone else is asleep. The cold bites at his skin. Every part of him wants to quit. But he stays at his post. Not because someone is forcing him. Because he understands that today's discipline protects tomorrow's peace. Your life works the same way. The discipline you practice today creates the freedom you'll enjoy tomorrow. Think about a lion. It doesn't eat every animal it sees. It waits, chooses the right moment, uses patience instead of impulse. Its restraint is what makes it powerful. Strength isn't doing whatever you want. Strength is choosing what matters most, even when something easier is calling your name. Fire teaches another lesson. A wildfire spreads in every direction. Uncontrolled, destructive, but fire inside a furnace is contained, focused, powerful enough to shape steel. Your life needs boundaries like that furnace. Without discipline, your energy burns everywhere. With discipline, your energy builds something extraordinary. Imagine a river. When water spills across an open field, it loses its force. But when that same water flows through narrow banks, it becomes powerful enough to carve valleys through solid rock. Discipline gives your life those banks. It doesn't limit your potential. It concentrates it. Most people believe discipline takes away choices. The truth is, discipline creates better choices. The disciplined person becomes financially free because they learn to control spending. They become physically strong because they controlled comfort. They become mentally resilient because they controlled their reactions. Temporary restraint creates lasting freedom. A blacksmith doesn't complain about swinging the hammer thousands of times. He knows every strike creates a stronger blade. The repetition isn't punishment. It's the process. Every workout, every early morning, every page you read, every promise you keep is another strike shaping your character. Storms reveal another truth. The strongest trees survive because their roots are deep. Those roots weren't built during easy seasons. They were built through years of resistance. Discipline grows your roots. When chaos arrives, you won't fall apart. You'll stand firm. 1 year from now, you'll either enjoy the rewards of today's discipline or pay the price of today's comfort. Every decision writes your future. Not someday. Today. Imagine an eagle soaring high above the mountains. It reaches heights most creatures never experience. Not because it flaps harder than everyone else, because it developed the strength to fly where others cannot. Discipline gives you that strength. It lifts you above distractions, above excuses, above mediocrity. Most people spend their lives chasing instant gratification, fast pleasure, quick rewards, easy entertainment. But instant gratification usually creates long-term pain. Long-term discipline creates lasting freedom. The student studies today, so future opportunities become possible. The athlete trains today, so tomorrow's body becomes stronger. The entrepreneur sacrifices today, so one day time belongs to them. Freedom is almost always purchased in advance. A farmer understands this better than anyone. He wakes before sunrise, works when nobody is watching, plants seeds he cannot immediately enjoy. Months later, the harvest arrives. His discipline created abundance. Not luck, not shortcuts. Consistency. Remember this. The hardest life isn't the disciplined one. The hardest life belongs to the person who never learns discipline. Because eventually, poor habits demand payment. Debt demands payment. Neglected health demands payment. Broken promises demand payment. Life always collects its bill. You simply choose whether to pay through discipline or regret. Imagine an archer preparing to release an arrow. He controls his breathing, his posture, his focus. Without that control, the arrow misses. Precision requires discipline. So does greatness. Every extraordinary achievement you've ever admired was built on thousands of ordinary disciplined decisions. Nobody applauds those moments. The early alarms, the quiet sacrifices, the lonely repetitions. But those invisible victories create visible success. The world sees the trophy. It rarely sees the training. Don't chase the applause. Chase the habits. Because habits build identity. Identity shapes destiny. So stop calling discipline a restriction. Start calling it what it truly is. A bridge. A bridge between the person you are today and the person you're capable of becoming. Every disciplined choice is another step across that bridge. One day, you'll wake up stronger, healthier, calmer, more confident. Not because life suddenly became easier, but because you became harder to break. That's real freedom. Freedom from excuses. Freedom from regret. Freedom from being controlled by your emotions. Freedom from becoming the person you promised yourself you'd never be. So embrace the early mornings. Welcome the difficult work. Protect your routines. Honor your commitments. Because every disciplined day unlocks another piece of the life you've been chasing. Discipline doesn't take your freedom away. It gives it back. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. Discipline is my path to freedom, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will stay disciplined, master yourself, and build the freedom you've always dreamed of.